This is one use you can do with this truck pretty easily. Notice it's real low to the ground, comes up to my hip, and I'm 5'7". You can reach in and grab stuff from the sides of the pickup. But also I wanted to get a very long ladder. Well, it's not very long, I guess it's a 10-footer, but I was wondering if I wanted to get the 16-footer. I figured that was a little too long, so I stuck with the 10-footer, but I could have got a 16-footer easy. It would have just loaded up the same way. I would be able to bring it home, no problem. So this is one of the useful things you can do with this. Also, since this doesn't have a reminder for me to turn my lights off, as I explained in one of my videos, sometimes I drive early in the morning when it's dark, turn my lights on, and get to my destination a couple hours later while the sun's out, and I forget to turn my lights off. And because I can't see the lights and this doesn't have a buzzer on it. So a couple of times I forgot to turn my lights off, and I spent 8 or 10 hours where I was at and came back with a dead battery. And it's kind of pain in the butt to get to my battery because I'm sitting on it right there. You got to pull it off and then unscrew something and find a jump. So what I did was I made an auxiliary jump system, so you can jump your car from here. All you need is jumper cables and another car next to you, so you can jump real easy. So that's an add-on. And also I did find a blinker in Japan, so I am going to try not going to try, but I'll put the blinker back in, the original blinker. And I'll be taking this homemade thing out, which it's not a bad option. What happened is the blinker switch kind of looks like this, but it's shorter. And I was starting it up one night and I put the blinker in reverse. Translated, I cracked the crap out of the washer spring. So I busted out the one component of the blinker. So it was difficult to find a replacement blinker, and I finally found one. And I wasn't looking in the right place, and I wasn't looking for the right part number. There's a part number for both the wiper switch and the blinker, and then I was just looking for the wiper switch. But the part number for the blinker and the light switch, I was walking right over them. If they were snakes, they would have bit me through the computer. But so it's coming, it's on its way. I'm going to replace that and unbolt this. And to prevent me from grabbing the blinker and trying to put it in reverse or put it in gear, I'm going to cover it with something, maybe a something fuzzy, so my hand can identify it and I don't make the mistake of using my windshield wiper as a gear shift knob. So I'm going to have to put some kind of physical touch thing, maybe wrap a hairband around it, something like that. So if I touch it and try and put it in a gear, it'll clue me off that that's not the gear knob. Because this happened was pretty dark at night, and I was in a little bit of a hurry, and that's what happened. But that's fixed. The heater situation is way improved. I took the auxiliary heater out of there and I put it here, and that thing gets hot, really hot. That's good. So I'm actually pretty happy with this. I don't know. Hopefully nobody buys it. I get to keep it. I could tell my wife I tried. All right. I'll post this.